Okay, so continuing on my astral projection experience, my first one. So I'm starting to go through the ceiling and it's like feeling like sludge. And my first thought was like, oh my God, it's freezing outside because this is the north and it's really cold. I think it was wintertime. I was like, oh my God, I'm in my jammies. It's freezing. And I was like really worried about that because I hate being cold. And like the next thing I know, I just like all of a sudden I just like felt the outside air and it wasn't cold actually. It was crisp. Like I could tell, I guess that's the best way to describe it. It was a crisp feeling, but it wasn't cold. Like I wasn't cold. It was just kind of, I don't know. It was kind of a cool feeling. And then I felt myself start to go like higher and higher. And I think this was in 2012. So this was before I started to question the reality of our system and everything. So I started to think to myself, like, oh my God, what if I go into space? And like, then I'm like, oh my God, what if I get hit by an asteroid? I don't know why that entered my mind of what I would be afraid of. But I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get hit by an asteroid. Just keep your eyes closed, I told myself. So I'm like going up and up. I don't know how far I go up. And then all of a sudden I feel like myself gets sucked into like, what I would say would be a wormhole portal. I could feel myself get sucked into it and I could feel myself spinning through it. And then I felt it, that was like for a minute, then I felt it like shoot me out. And then I felt myself like kind of suspended in air. And I'm like sitting there suspended in air and I'm like, oh my God, where am I then? Am I in a different world or like, where'd I go? And so like I slowly got up the courage to like sort of open up like one eye and like just like peek. I was kind of freaked out. And I like opened up my eye and peeked and what I saw was, which is very comical. It was, I saw Dumbo with the hat and everything just flying there next to me. And that like weirded me out. And then the next thing you knew, I was like back in my body. Because like I went straight back into my body. I was like, oh my God. And I sat up and I was like, okay, that was weird. What's up with Dumbo? Like, why Dumbo? Like, that is really strange. But that was my very first experience. And all of my experiences were fun. But I slowly started to learn things through them, to help myself get farther. Because I just wanted to explore the astral realm, really. Like, that was my big thing. I just wanted to get outside out of my house where I was at and just explore the outside. So I think I had maybe 10 experiences total. Maybe I didn't count them, but they were the most amazing experiences I've ever had in my life, bar none.